I started with 3 guacamoles, 2 Roman tomatoes. Make sure you take out the seeds so your guac won't be watery. 1 jalapeno. You can put less if you don't like it spicy. About half a cup of red onion. 1 clove of garlic. Of course, you gotta have your lime to squirt over it. And salt. And as much cilantro if you like. If you like cilantro, do a lot. If you don't, just do what is just enough to give it a little flavor. I'm Deronda Cannon from the Warrior Zone, and I'd like to show you how to make some guacamole dip today. First thing you want to do is cut your guacamole, and how I do it to get the seed out is I take my knife, twist, and pull. When I take it down, I take my thumb. So if you don't want to do it this way, take your thumb on the other side and pull it down. And then I take my guacamole and I score it inside. Then I take a spoon and I scoop it out. I like to get all the guacamole because I love guacamole dip. And while we're getting the guacamole out, I'd like to show you, this is the kind of guacamole you want to get. You want the stem on it, and it needs to be a little firm. But this kind of means that a lot of people hadn't touched this guacamole and you don't want it bruised. So we're going to use 3 medium-sized guacs. Just in case you don't know what this is a dough scraper. And that's what I use at home all the time to pick up my stuff. This is diced red onions, about half a cup. I just scoop it up, add it to my guac. Here's a jalapeno, and when you're cutting a jalapeno, make sure you get the seeds out. It'll be way too hot if you don't get the seeds out. This is the tomatoes. I use 2 Roman tomatoes. And what you do with your Roman tomatoes, make sure you scoop the seeds out, or your guac will be too watery. I've already got some diced here, so I'm going to put them in my guac. So now I got my guacamole, my jalapenos, my red onions, and my Roman tomatoes. I'm going to squeeze it with lime. And if your lime is really hard, you can stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds and that will really loosen your lime up so it's not so hard to squeeze. Now we want to add some cilantro. I'm going to cut off the stems. I love cilantro, so I'm going to put a good amount of cilantro in it. And I'm just going to dice. Try to have a good sharp knife. Just keep on widening it up and get it as little or as big as you want. I like mine in small pieces. I can smell that cilantro. Then you take your garlic, put it in the garlic press. Let your garlic press do the work for you. And you gotta clean it at the bottom. Just mix it together. Now, if there's something you don't like the tomatoes or the jalapenos, you can leave those out. It'll still be good. I like mine chunky. This is what it's going to end up looking at. You need to make sure you put salt on it. Alright, let me tell you a little secret about guacamole. If you're making this the day before, put it in your plate like this. Make sure it's kind of at the edges and all the way flat. Because you know guacamole will turn brown on you. Do it like this. Let's say you're going to serve it tomorrow. Take cold water, pour on top, and just seal it. And set it in your refrigerator. And tomorrow when you come and get it, pour the water off. It will not get in your guacamole. Pour the water off, and it'll be green and ready for your guest or for your meal or whatever. Now, I like to serve mine with these, especially if I'm having a party. I get these little scoop cups, and because I hate people double dipping. I'd put a little scoop in it and just set them out on a platter like that. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you do, would you leave me a comment? MWR is always here for you. This is good. I love guacamole anyway.